All right, guys. Good morning or afternoon or evening, or hopefully it's not like 3 a.m., but maybe it is. I don't know. So today for our session, we're going to use a strap to warm up to. We're going to use a strap for a couple different things. So if you don't have a yoga strap, a belt will do, but make sure that it's something that's kind of sturdy. You know, you don't want to use like an iPhone cord or something like that, but you just have to have something that you can grip with both hands. So grab something that's got a little bit of tension to it. So we're going to do some what are known as pass-throughs, or CrossFit folks like to call these dislocates, I think, just because it sounds cooler. But we're going to get through a shoulder range of motion. So in a previous class, we were doing some arm swings like this. So for this one, we're going to take the strap and we're going to go super slow through this motion. So I have super weird elbows. So my elbows are always kind of bent, which you may have noticed, just because this is called an elbow valgus. So my arms are going to look a little bit bent while I'm doing this. But what I want you to focus on is trying to keep your arms straight. So this is what straight looks like for me, just so you understand that I'm not being a total hypocrite. So bring your feet about hips width distance apart so you have some stability. So a lot of times, me and other yoga teachers will recommend that you tilt your rib cage down, so this is a really good time to practice that. So a lot of times when we go through back bends, our rib cage kind of stays locked in this one position, just like while your low back does all the work. So we want to keep our rib cage engaged and tilted down. So your low back's kind of flat. So you can even take your hand, your left hand to the small of your back, your right hand to the bottom of your rib cage, and just bring your two hands closer to the center line. So like you're trying to draw your hands together right in the middle of your body. So try to keep that engagement. So you're going to feel your abs working a little bit. Just try to breathe as consistently as you can. So from here, just take the strap about double shoulders width distance. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Again, embrace your abs, little chin tuck. So you're drawing your chin straight back. Big inhale. Now with your exhale, bring it up and then just find the sticky spot where your body tells you that's too much. So we're just going to go through this nice, easy range of motion. Let's say 5 more times. 5, 4. So try and keep your shoulders down as best you can. It's really easy to shrug them up. I know I do, but I'm still working through this range just like you are. 3, 2, and 1. Hold back at that back point. So we're going to try and work on all those things again. Squeeze your butt a little bit. Squeeze your abs a little bit so your rib cage isn't doing this. So tilting your rib cage down. And then just see if you can start to get a little bit deeper through that position. So if I turn to the side, it's looking like this. We're going to keep my arms statically straight-ish. And then I'm slowly just going to work my way all the way down to the bottom. So if you notice like you have to kind of yank your way down into this, that's too much. Don't force yourself into this position. Just work very gently into it. You can do this with like a PVC pipe or a broomstick or something too, but the good thing about a strap is that it gives you a little bit of give with your hand position and everything. So now start bringing yourself through the full range of motion one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, release. Go ahead and set the strap to the side. Just like last little session that we did. Stretch your arms out a little arm swing if that feels good. All right, guys, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, both hands reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, lift your chest, flatten your spine a bit. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back, find a plank position. Inhale, lean forward, knees down if you need to, lower down. Inhale, chest up, shoulders back. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Now we're going to keep moving today, a little bit more vigorously paced. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Swing it forward, set it down between your thumbs. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, both hands up, back knee off the ground. Think about straightening the back leg. So maybe it's not completely straight, but you're doing your best. Press your back foot and your front foot down on the mat like you're trying to drag your feet together, but really try and engage the front of the left thigh. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. So you're twisting towards the long right edge of your mat. Inhale again. Exhale, left hand down. Find some stability here, some strength. Now for this next movement, you can put your left knee down if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, step back to a side plank. So maybe your right foot's here, Or maybe your left foot or left knee is on the ground, right foot is behind that left foot. Either way, find something that's approachable. We'll do this a couple times. It won't be your last chance. Inhale. Exhale, both hands, feet down. Lean forward, lower down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway up. Forward fold. Inhale, hands high, reach. Exhale, cactus elbows, back bend. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Step or jump back. Again, lower down, or you can always skip it if you need to. Inhale, chest up and through. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Swing it forward, set it down. Inhale, hands up, crescent lunge. Take a breath or two here just to kind of get your legs working. Again, think about actively pressing down to the ground, even as you suspend that back knee off the mat, pressing through both feet, dragging in towards the center. Right hand forward, left hand back, twist. Big inhale, tall spine. Exhale, hinge forward, right hand down. Again, find that stability. All 5 fingers are spread wide on both hands. If you're feeling tired, put your right knee on the ground. Bring it back to that modified side plank. Otherwise, step both feet back, side plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, feet down. Inhale, lean forward, lower down with control. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, slide down. Reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, both hands high. Exhale, squat down, chair, hands into a prayer position. So as you come down into this chair pose, just sink down, engage your glutes. You're really squeezing your butt as best you can. You can get your feet a little bit wider if you need to. Now inhale, lengthen through your spine. Use your core strength to twist your torso, your arms over to the right. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. My left knee is coming forward, and I'm telling you right now, no matter what other yoga teachers tell you, that's okay. Trying to square your knees like this puts a lot of stress on your knees and your low back, especially if you're a girl, because girls have kind of wishy-washy SI joints by and large. So just let it drift forward. It doesn't matter. So press, twist, sink your hips down. Find a little bit more of that engagement through your whole body. Now start to lean into your right foot a little bit. Lift your left foot up, and then step your left foot all the way back. I'm going to this revolved lunge. If you're just dying to open your arms, you can. You can also take the bind underneath and behind. That's not in my practice, but maybe it is in yours. Inhale again. Exhale, come up and back into that revolved crescent lunge. Reach back just a little bit more. Find the back of your right thigh with your right hand, left hand up and back. Press your thigh into your hand. Inhale again. Exhale, slow motion, leaning, leaning, leaning. This time just hover your left hand an inch off the ground like you're just trying to test the hot stove. Find that strength and engagement. Now one motion, we're going to come into side plank as soon as we set our hand down. Set it down, side plank pose. Maybe you take an easier or a hard version. If you want a little challenge here, you can try bringing your foot into a tree pose. So if your right foot is above or below your knee, not on your knee, especially in this position, be very careful. Now if you took that funky variation, hold it, come onto your left foot, right foot stays where it is, lean forward, chaturanga like that. Inhale, slide through, legs side by side. Exhale, downward facing dog, take 5 big breaths. I wonder sometimes if all this talking during a yoga class makes my cardio capacity better. Deep thoughts with Cameron, the yoga teacher. Big inhale, push your hips back. Exhale, step or jump, front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold in. Reach up, long through your whole body. Back bend, open through your chest. Both hands up, palms together, squats. Again, drawing your hips back. And as you get lower, your knees will come over your toes a little bit, but just focus on sinking into it. Lean back so you feel the backs of your thighs engage as well as the fronts of your thighs, so everything's kind of working to keep you stable. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the left. So again, my right knee's drifting forward a little bit. It doesn't matter that much. Just focus on finding this twist, shoulders down away from your ears. Sink your butt down a little bit deeper. Start to get super, super light on that right foot. And then just slowly begin to suspend it back, set it down. 3 breaths to find the full twist here. Pressing your back foot into the ground. Maybe look up over your shoulder. Maybe extend your arms. 1 more big inhale. Exhale all the way up and back. Revolved crescent pose. Just like before, back leg as straight as you feel like you can get it. Lean back a little bit. Find the back of your thigh with your fingertips. Right hand up. Sink in. Reach through your whole right side. Inhale once more. Exhale, right hand comes forward, forward, forward. Again, just hover 1 inch off the mat. How close can you get without actually touching? Shoulders back, chest lifts. Remember, 1 motion here. Right hand down, left foot back. If you took the variation on the other side, again, maybe tree pose with the left foot. You can use your hand for an assist. Again, make sure you're not putting pressure on your knee. If you're putting pressure on your knee, you are doing this wrong. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Now, if you took that tree leg variation, hands down, keep your left foot where it is. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, lower down. Both feet back, slide through. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, jump forward. Come to a seat. Cross your right leg over the top of your left thigh. Right hand down behind your hips. Inhale, left hand comes up, find some length. Exhale, twist, and then place left elbow. As you rotate, maybe looking back over your shoulder. 3 breaths. Each exhale just rings out your spine a little bit more. Continue to sit tall. Just use that back hand as kind of a guide so you're not leaning back and relying on it too much. And then release back to the middle. Lean back, no hands. Unwind your legs. Come to a half boat pose. For some stupid reason, I still have my wallet in my pocket, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Legs, arms by your legs. Extend your legs up. So if you're tired, you may only be able to do a couple of these. Just do your best. Lower down, low boat, high boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, all the way up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, a little bit higher with everything. Now remember how we got into this position. We're going to come back to a plank in just a second. And cross your ankles, hands forward. Shoot your feet back. Downward facing dog from your plank. If you need to get here some other way, do it. Now step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward. Let's work on a crow pose today. So make sure that you're on a stable surface, preferably a carpeted ground or something like that. So if you fall, it's not going to hurt too much. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, just don't do it. It's only going to be like 30 seconds. You can skip it and come back. Okay, palms down. Lean into your fingertips. Start to lift your butt up. 1 knee, 1 tricep. So we're going to hold here for about 15 seconds. If you can't get both feet or even 1 foot off the ground, just work on those little bits. So maybe both feet are down, you're just working on a little lift at a time. Maybe you're working on pulling your knees in a little bit harder. So if you're a little sweaty, it's even better because your knees want to slide off. You got to engage your core a little bit more. 1 more big inhale. And see if you can hop 1 or both feet back. Lower down if you want to. Up and back. Downward dog, just like before, bend your knees. Hop through, cross your ankles, sit down on your butt. Okay, so this time it's going to be left foot over right foot, so left knee is the one that's on top. Left hand down behind you, inhale, find some length. Exhale, twist. Ring out your spine. Just a few big breaths here. And carefully release back to the middle. Okay, I hate to tell you, but round 2. Lean back. No hands is optimal. Wiggle your butt. Find that stability. Using your butt cheeks to just kind of create a foundation. Shoulders back, chest lifts. Legs as straight as you feel like you need to go. 5 more times. Lower down. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. 5, 4. Let it shake a little bit. I'm shaking a little bit, so I don't feel bad about it. 3, 2, 1. Heels down gently. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head hang. Relax the back of your neck. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. Just see what you feel. You don't have to grab your feet either in a forward fold. I do it because they're there. It's not a huge issue for me, but for some people it is. So maybe just grab the backs of your knees. Think about pulling your chest forward a little bit more. 1 more big breath. Okay, now keep your back rounded. Bend your knees just slightly. Reach forward. Use your core strength one last time to slowly roll your spine down 1 vertebrae at a time. Try not to flop. You can probably do it if you really try. 3, 2, 1. Open your arms out super wide. Pull your knees halfway in towards your chest. Just drop both knees over to the left. Look towards your right thumb. And again, use an exhale. Pull your knees back up. And then drop them over to the other side. Knees to the right, look to the left. Again, exhale back to the middle. This time pull knees all the way in towards your shoulders. Just give yourself a little hug. A little bit of movement through the knees, the hips, the ankles, a little wiggle. Crack your toes. Rock your head from side to side. Last piece, soles of the feet down, lift your hips up, bridge. Maybe grabbing the edges of your mat to walk your shoulders forward, maybe clasping your hands together underneath your body, you choose. Lift your hips a little bit higher, squeeze your butt. And then just lower your tailbone down. All right, guys, we're gonna finish up this practice today in Supta Baddha Konasana, which basically just means the soles of your feet are together and your knees are opening up. So soles of the feet together. This can be a really potent pose to stretch out your hips. So in this Shavasana position, if you want a little bit more mobility in the hips, you can take your hands and lightly place them on your thighs and just press down a little bit. It really doesn't need a lot. You don't need to put like weights on your legs or something because that can definitely encourage an injury. What I would consider doing though is taking a blanket or something that's got just a little bit of weight and you can just place it over your thighs. Even like a heavy towel will do the trick because like in these other poses, if you stay there long enough, it'll start doing the extra work. Soften all the muscles in your neck, all the muscles in your face. We're going to finish up right here for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Namaste.